Hey y'all, it's India and this is Slow Living, Homestead, and Cooking, and today we are going to make some gluten-free chicken patties. It's going to be meal prep and freezer prep, so let's get started. First I'm going to grab some lemonade here. That's strawberry lemonade from Costco. So good. But anyway, alright, I have 3 pounds of ground chicken. We're going to add to the bowl. It might be a little frozen, still a little bit frozen, y'all. And it is. That's okay. I took this out sometime last night. To let it naturally defrost, and it's still a little bit frozen. And yes, I'm using my hands. Don't be afraid to use your hands to cook, y'all. It's the beauty of cooking. Okay, so to our 3 pounds of ground chicken, we're going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to add a cup of almond flour, and that is spooned and leveled. I got some green onions from my front porch garden. I didn't really measure this, y'all, and you don't have to measure that. It's whatever looks good to you. Also got some fresh parsley from my front porch garden. It was about 1/4 of a cup before chopping, if you want to call that chopping, because I just took them shears straight to these parsley, and whatever looked good, that's what I went with. So roughly chop that, y'all. Okay, I got some shredded mozzarella that I had in the fridge that I need to use up. I'm not measuring how much this is, but we're gonna add that right into that. Whatever amount of cheese you like, whatever looks good to you. You don't want to add too much, but you want to add enough that you see the cheese. Break that up a little. Now we're gonna get to the seasoning. I'm not measuring seasoning. I often don't measure seasoning, and y'all, when y'all cook, trust yourself that cooking is more about feeling than it is about measurements. So we're going to add some smoked paprika to this. Whatever looks good to us. I say about that amount. We'll do some coarse black pepper. About that amount. I'm going to add some homemade onion powder. So it might be a little clumpy. And that's okay. You can always break that up. A little bit of that. No big deal. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of cumin. Just a little bit. That amount. Some cayenne pepper. Just a little bit. About that amount. And we're going to use some Himalayan pink salt. Whatever looks good to you. And y'all, that's it. So for a quick recap, we have 3 pounds of ground chicken, a cup of almond flour that's spooned and leveled, 2 eggs, we got some green onions, grab a handful, chop that up, you're good to go. We have some, and that's fresh green onions. We have some fresh parsley. Grab about 1/4 of a cup of fresh parsley, chop that up. And then we have some coarse black pepper, some Himalayan pink salt, smoked paprika, some onion powder, cayenne powder, and we added a little bit of cumin. We also added some shredded mozzarella. Use whatever cheese you want, but I mostly buy just shredded mozzarella because y'all, I'm not supposed to have milk products. So, but anyway, and 2 eggs. Did I say 2 eggs? We're gonna say that's about a cup of shredded mozzarella, if you, just in case you need measurements. Now season with your heart, and I'm going to go in with my hands. I'm not using no gloves. My hands are clean, but if you need gloves, go ahead. I like to feel my food. We're gonna give this a good mix. Now, just so you know, it's a slight bit still frozen, and I'm okay with that anyway. But you want to be able to mix all this goodness together. Make sure that egg is mixed in there in the seasoning, that almond flour. I don't buy breadcrumbs. I don't buy bread. I make my own bread, and I just haven't had time to turn it into breadcrumbs, or even just have enough bread left over to even use it. So, okay, I'm gonna show you what this looks like after it's all mixed. Okay, this is the mixture. Now you're gonna grab yourself a pan. Probably need a half sheet pan. This is not a half sheet pan, but I need my half sheet pan for something else, and only have one. So just grab a pan, whatever you have. We're gonna line it with parchment paper. Now I do have a burger press or patty press, whatever you want to call it, to make the shapes of the burgers. I'm not doing that today. I'm just gonna measure it, and it's gonna be fine. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to layer it on here because we're gonna flash freeze this. So I'm going to lay out some patties, roll it into a ball first, press on it to the shape I want, or the size I want, and then I'm gonna put some more parchment paper on top of that. So stack them up, and then I'll be able to put them all in the freezer, or at least the ones I want to make. Now, or you could take about 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to do heaping if you want. Roughly measure that like that. Put that onto the parchment paper. Do a few, come back to it. Again, I'm doing like heaping. Does not have to be exact. Make sure you space it out because you are going to flatten it. Love having, I don't make chicken patties often, but thought this would be, the green onion was looking great on the front porch garden. Yeah, I call that a front porch garden, and it really is, but there ain't much going on out there. A little bit of parsley, a lot of green onion. And a couple of plants that didn't even make it. My blueberry bushes, y'all, it died. Both of them. The ornamental trees never did nothing. I got all that from, this one looking kind of big here. That'll be fine. So we're going to just smash it. It don't have to be cute. That's not what cooking is about. It just gotta taste good. I mean, you do want it to look edible. I will say that. So y'all, I get these little parchment paper squares from Dollar Tree. And y'all, I use them all the time. And again, this does not have to be perfect, but I want to be able to see where the patty's at so I can kind of line them up. And once they are frozen, I can still use these parchment papers. So I'm actually going to go ahead, take out a few. And then continue to make my patties. Now again, you can make them whatever size you want, but I find that a heaping fourth cup is good enough. Now you could spray your hands to help, but I'm not worried about it. I mean, this smells amazing. I think I can do one more layer. Yeah. I'm only gonna use one hand that way. There we go. I mean, because I think they're coming out real nice. But I'm gonna fry these up on the stove. I think, y'all, that might be all I'm going to put into the freezer because I want some of this to eat tonight. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this on the side because I might need 2 of these patties if this is not enough. So I'm just gonna scoop this on the side before putting this in the freezer. Like this. And I'm just gonna lay down a piece of parchment paper. And we're gonna do the same thing I'm gonna go ahead and just put some of this on here and then come back and flatten it out. Okay. This is 5 patties. I think I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of the other ones, and I'm going to have like a total of 7 that I am going to fry up. Okay, y'all. I have 21 total chicken patties from the 3 pounds of ground chicken. I decided to cook 9 patties. So I'm going to cook all what's on top and all these. And that's going to leave me with 12 patties that I'm going to put in the freezer. Just wanted to show you what the patties look like close up. This is the before we flash freeze and before we cook them. Okay, so here the patties are frying up. I did 5 and then I got 4 more to go. Want to let that get a nice little color on one side before flipping it over. Freezer. And we're gonna now we got an upright freezer. And now it's not organized well, but okay, so we got our 12 patties in the freezer. I'm gonna let that flash freeze. Time to go check on the patties. Flip them over. Okay, it smells amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, yes. Look at that. Y'all see the color on that? Got a different angle of how beautiful this is. See a little bit of that cheese oozing out. Oh y'all, it smells so good in here. Has a little bit of a crust from that almond flour. I did flip them over twice. Make sure they get a nice color on both sides. But y'all, do y'all see how beautiful this looks? And it smells amazing in here. These are almost done. And then we're going to do the last batch. Look how beautiful. All right, let's get this last batch in here. The burners on this stove sucks. And y'all, just like that, we have some homemade chicken patties. These are gluten-free. It smells so good. You can eat this with anything, mashed potatoes. Make a chicken sandwich with it. You can probably eat with salad. I don't know, y'all. Eat it however you like. But I just want to show you how easy this is. I'll see how good this looks. Oh my gosh. And if y'all could smell this. I hope y'all give this a try. Can't go wrong with homemade. Now, the ones I have in the freezer here, once they are frozen, I am going to pop them into a Ziploc bag. I don't think I'm going to vacuum seal it. I'm going to just put it in a Ziploc bag. have it separated by parchment paper, and y'all, we're gonna be good to go. Okay, and this is how we're gonna eat it, like an open face type sandwich here. Fresh mozzarella, some bread and butter pickles, and our homemade chicken patties on top. Doesn't this look good? And I didn't mention homemade bread. So good.